Oh, hello. In today's really rushed out video, I just got home from work and apparently there's loads of news on the official website. We're going to talk about the next chapter of Kill Team. We're getting Space Hulk, and my promise is not clickbait. Are we getting new Sisters of Battle? Just bear with me. I'll get into that. I promise. Let's stick with what we know. Corridors. It's so good to be vindicated about the corridor thing. I've made about 4 videos saying, come on, they're going to do corridors. They're going to do corridors, and they're going to do corridors. Let's read what they've written in their prose for the non-believers. Kill Team pitches your elite operatives into desperate missions on perilous Xeno worlds, isolated imperial backwaters, thank you motorbike, and the front lines of Abaddon the Despoiler's latest invasion. Far from those war-ravaged kill zones, however, a new frontier beckons. The void of space contains great danger and even greater rewards. A new Kill Team release is on its way, and it's more claustrophobic than ever. We're entering the void of a drifting Space Hulk. In such oppressive confines, no one knows what's around the corner, except for the fact it's definitely not friendly. That's why the Imperium has mechanical doodads on hand for a bit of advance warning. Now look, I've been saying this for a long time. It's one of the only places that they could naturally go. In terms of getting the things out there. I now think we're going to be in for another year of Kill Team in exactly the same format. There'll be 4 boxes. We'll get a launch box with all new terrain. That's what this is. It's going to be all new terrain, just like Octarius, with 2 brand new teams, and then we're going to get 3 follow-on boxes with recycled terrain and one recycled or upcycled team per box. And what are the 3 recycled terrains going to be? They're going to be the Rogue Trader terrain, they're going to be the Arena terrain, and they're going to be the Prior Nexus terrain. And it's going to be a year of the new releases being focused around corridors. Now, if the corridor thing is a load of rubbish, a load of bobbins, and people don't get on with it in competitive play, don't worry, because it still means that we're going to get teams, we're going to get new bespoke plastic teams that are going to be perfectly usable on the traditional open maps as well. That's where we're going with this. I love it when I am proven right about something. Forget about the countless times that I've said something that hasn't come to pass. Okay, corridors, they're coming. Kill Team, Inner Space Hulk, shooting around corners, doors, the whole works. Now, bases. People called me mad for calling out these bases on the Carskin. People told me over and over again, they're just bases, they're urban bases, they just fancy doing something funny. Don't worry about it, yada, 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 yada. You're thinking about this too much. Why are you going on about bases too much? You're a weirdo. Look, these are the same bases that little Bobot is on, right? See this guy, right? His back foot is in a light grey piece, and his front foot is in a dark grey piece. See the robot here, its back wheel is in a dark grey piece and its front wheel is in a light grey piece. They're the same bases. It's standing on this little silvery bit, right? That's this little silvery bit, right? Bronzy silvery bit. They're the same bases. They're the same. The bases make sense. It was for Kill Team. Carskin confirmed for Kill Team. Gene Stealers confirmed for Kill Team? Maybe. Maybe. But I don't think they're the next release. That's right, I wasn't clickbaiting you. I think we're going to get brand new, something to do with sisters or priests for Kill Team. Why do I think that? Because of the piece of knowledge that apparently only I am able to internalize. This is the Chaplet Imperialis. This is the symbol of the Adeptus Ministorum. This is not the symbol of the Inquisition. Even Duncan Rhodes, in his official painting video, no, in fairness, I've only seen him make the slip in his unofficial ones. In his painting videos, says, now we're going to paint the Inquisition symbol. Every Sister of Battle has a Chaplet Imperialis on a chain, and it's this symbol. It's this symbol here. It's really similar to the Inquisition symbol, right, which is this here, but it's not. It's got this distinctive, like, sunburst effect, right? It's the Ministorum. This robot is in some way allied to the Imperial priesthood. It just is. It just is. Unless the only explanation, if it turns out to just be part of the Scion team, which is the boring answer, is that Games Workshop have forgotten their own lore, okay? And they're going to go, oh yeah. And now, part of me, if it was stormtroopers, and I'd be like, oh, actually, the Scholopaginium's run by the Ministorun, isn't it? It's run by the drill abbots, so technically it might make sense for stormtroopers, for, you know, to have that. But the Kazakin specifically aren't stormtroopers from the Scholopaginium. The Kazakin are specifically Cadian sons of the city, right? Kazakin, that are up from the ranks of Cadia as veterans. So two possibilities. One, we're getting a totally separate team, okay, that's going to be something to do with a new Sisters team, okay, which I admit is weird, but we've had two Chaos teams right after each other on the bounce, so why not? Okay, or something like an ecclesiarchy team where you've got a priest and some arco-flagellants and death cult assassins and that kind of thing. The kind of mad circus part of the Imperial Church. Could be that. One other possibility, it could be that the new Kazakin box has an alternate build for making new plastic stormtroopers, and they're going to try and retcon it so that stormtroopers and Militarum Tempestus were always different things. That's possible, all right, but take something away from this that it could be a new Sisters team, because that is a Ministorun symbol on the side of that little bomb disposal robot. It's not an inquisitorial symbol. If anyone tells you it's an inquisitorial symbol, then they are sadly mistaken, respectfully, okay? They're sadly mistaken about which eye in a skull that is. The skull is near the top of the eye, not in the middle, and it's not got the weird little wings coming out. It's got a sunburst coming out. I hope we're all clear on that, okay? It's the symbol of the Ministorun. That doesn't make sense, right? It couldn't be two Imperial teams. That doesn't make any sense. Look, it's the next chapter of Kill Team. I'm not saying the next box is going to be Kazakin versus Sisters of Battle. That doesn't make any sense. Unless they go somewhere really interesting with the lore and have an Imperium civil war that the 40k people have been rumouring for about 1 million years, right? I'm not saying those are the teams that are going to be in the box. I'm saying that this Space Hulk type stuff is going to be the season for the whole year, because it's the next chapter of Kill. You could take chapter to just mean the next box, a one-off, a flash in a pan, but we've come to the end of our roadmap. We've come to the end of our year. We're going to have a new year, and maybe the new year is going to have, like I said, a theme. It's going to be all the Space Hulk stuff. So maybe we're going to get our launch box and it's going to be, I don't know, Sisters of Battle versus Squats, right? Actually, don't think Squats are coming in this box, because if you watch the video, there's a roar at the end. I think the roar points to Tyranids. Maybe we're going to get Sisters of Battle versus Tyranids. Maybe that's what it's going to be. And then later down the line in the next box, maybe we're going to get Kazakin versus Squats, right? And then maybe we're going to get Terminators, because it is Space Hulk themed, and at some point they have to do Terminators, don't they? Blood Angels ones, preferably, just for the retro value. And possibly, I'm going to say it again, I wasn't going to say it, and then somewhat Sully, bless your heart, I hope you don't mind that I'm calling out in the video, typed it in my Discord. It could possibly be an opportunity to re-release the Galapox Infected. I've only been saying that 1,000 times. It could be an opportunity to re-release the Galapox Infected. They need rules. Look, I don't particularly want the Galapox Infected as models because I already own them, but I'd love them to get some rules because they're cool and unique and awesome. Zimbad hates the Galapox Infected. Zimbad hates plasma guns. Mrs. T built up Impulse made him this picture. Had to include it. It's a work of art, okay? Zimbad's Nightmare Fuel. This is the kind of banter that you miss out if you're not on the Discord. Join the Discord, subscribe to the channel, do all the things. Final thoughts. What do you think? Am I totally and utterly insane? Have I lost the plot? Am I just pulling things out of my backside and putting them on the internet for cheap views? Look, I like to think that I've argued my case. I like to think that I've explained to you why I think it's going to be something related to the Imperial Church because of the symbol. But I'll hold my hand up and say, Games Workshop might not remember their old lore. I don't know. It might just be like the obvious answer. The dial-it-in answer is it's the Karskins, and the Karskins have a robot because they're all operatey and the robot's all operatey, and they're fighting the Tyranids because the Tyranid roar in the video and the Tyranids in the picture in the Imperial Guard Codex. But it could be that. But why then the symbol of the ecclesiarchy, the Adeptus Ministorum, why is it there? Do you have a competing theory? Let me know in the comments. Hobby stream at 7 o'clock. You just get a double video today because they drop news. They drop news on a Thursday. I kind of hate it low-key when I drop news on a Thursday. I'm really sorry if you hear jingling as I'm recording the video. I'm getting quite animated. I'm still wearing my keys. I've come straight in the door, and like a typical teacher, I've got my keys on my thing round my neck with my ID card on. So I'm sorry if that's jingling and jangling for you. I'm excited, as hopefully you can tell, and if you want to talk about this stuff, get yourself onto the hobby stream. Yeah, I'm painting 30k, but we can talk kill team. That'll be fantastic. Until then, have a great rest of your day. I only ask you to subscribe. Please do. It really helps out the channel. I'm trying to push to 1,000 subs. We're getting there. It's taking off now. We just got to keep pushing Mr. Algorithm in the direction we need. Join the Discord. I've run out of steam. I'm tired, right? But hype. Get hype. Cheerio.